you guys are all doing well today. We are going to do a reading for you guys and get messages from angels and spirit. These are general readings, so they may not resonate with all of you. Take what does resonate, leave what doesn't. And with that being said, let's jump into your reading and get your messages. There goes Hades. He was talking and now he's walking. That's because my little Paralette is taunting him. Well, I don't know who's taunting who, to tell you the truth. Because Hades is in Hula's cage, which is the Paralette. And Hula keeps coming over here, and then she flies over there, and I don't know. They taunt each other. That's their daily routine. So, anyways, all right, let's jump into this. What do you guys need to know? What's going on with the Aries? What messages do you have for Aries today? Spirit and angels, please and thank you. We've got a new moon in Cancer coming up. My calendar said the 28th, but the internet says the 29th, so however you view that. You manifest with the moon, get your intentions ready, send those out to the universe, so you can start manifesting those. This new moon in Cancer is all about self-love, getting rid of old beliefs, old ways that you've been conditioned, and leading with your heart and not your head, and learning new ways to deal with old guilt and shame. So if that helps you with your intentions at all, and you can do more research if you'd like. 8 of Swords. Okay, Aries, feeling a bit trapped, not knowing which way to go, but in your head is what the 8 of Swords usually represents. Of course, we'll clarify your cards, get a more in-depth look, because sometimes they come out that way, and then as they clarify, it's like, oh, you're overcoming this energy. But some of you could be, I mean, Aries is the boss of the tarot. I mean, they're known, Aries energy is like, they can take on tons of jobs, tons of tasks, juggle them, and like no problem. I mean, you're entrepreneurs, you've got that passion, that desire. So, you know, and at the same point, if you're not in alignment, then you can get in that 8 of Swords energy easy by having that that fire and that passion and trying to do too much, and then when things go bad, it starts to get in your head and starts to make you feel like you can't see which way to go. All right, messages for our Aries, please. Spirit and angels. We got a whole clump. There you are. The Emperor, the Fool, the Hierophant, and the 8 of Cups. Okay. That was a powerhouse, if I would say so myself. Emperor, yeah, I just telling you the Emperor energy right there. That's, you know, stepping into your power. Don't be very determined, being able to juggle all those things and not skip a beat. I mean, the main focus of your reading is the Fool. It's time to take a leap of faith. It's time to take a new journey. Then you have the Hierophant, which is all about beliefs. It's, yeah, it's walking away from old beliefs. These old beliefs that cause this Eight of Swords energy, Aries. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you are stuck in that energy. I'm really getting the message that it's more old ways of conditioning, like even possibly being conditioned that you're expected to take on too much and be able to balance that and juggle it. I mean, everyone has their limits. Just because you're an Aries doesn't mean that you have to take on 15 tasks. It just means, I mean, that you have that kind of energy that surrounds you, that you're at your optimal, you're at your best when you do have a lot of things going. And a lot of things going can mean like a business and having to run it with, you know, how many people under you, management and bosses and employees. I mean, that in itself is how many tasks, how much responsibility to make sure that everything is falling into line. Like, I keep getting this picture of like a pyramid, and it kind of makes me giggle because when they're showing it to me, all I can think of in my head is like a pyramid scheme, and it's not that. Oh, sorry, I keep having like one little hair decide to fling over and get in my eye and tickle my face. But they're trying to show me it's more like, here's you at the top of the pyramid, and then, you know, it goes down, like trying to run that. And it's just an example. It doesn't mean that you are owning a business. It just is, that's the kind of person you are, for say. Anyways. And this Hierophant is here to help you create new beliefs, new systems, new conditionings. And walking away from things that aren't fulfilling you anymore. So it's like, and it's funny because you have the Eight of Swords at the beginning of your reading, and you have the Eight of Cups at the end of your reading. So you have an 8-8, and then in tarot it goes the Emperor, then the Hierophant. So, and the Hierophant represents, you know, spiritual beliefs also, but it's almost like with this Fool right in the middle, I'm getting this vibe of whatever you're into right now, whatever this energy is, you're holding on to it as a sense of pride. Like, it's, yeah, there's the Chariot, and the Chariot's here to tell you to find your balance between like your masculine and feminine energy. Chariot's all about guiding you, being spiritually guided, and all in divine timing, and being able to overcome, have the willpower to overcome your obstacles. Okay. Yeah, Three of Cups. It's time to find your happiness. You've been in your head too long and neglected the emotional side of you, the love for what you do, the love within yourself, the love for like your career. And you're realizing that. It's like you're realizing that whatever this is, that had you feeling tied. You used to not feel that way, Aries, but something is changing within you. And you're starting to realize that you want to have more fun. You want to have more flexibility. You want to not have to be that stern emperor all the time. You have the Three of Swords in reverse. I don't read reversals. I don't put reversals in my deck. But if they come out in reverse, then I put them in your spread and read them. Yeah, you're neglecting your heart. It's funny too, because you have here 3, 3. So you have the synchronicity of 3, and it's like with 3 of Cups, there's all your happiness, your joy, you're celebrating. And then this 3 of Cups is this, it's time to start a new journey on getting out of your head and leading with your heart. It's so funny because these readings that I've been doing are right in alignment with what the moon in Cancer. And I was reading on the internet something about the power of this new moon in Cancer. And I don't remember exactly all the details, but the readings are definitely leading in that way of what this new moon is bringing to everyone. You have the 9 of Swords under the Hierophant. Yeah, the 9 of Swords is not being able to sleep, having lots of anxiety and a confusion, and just, it can even be headaches, it can even be depression too. Take it how it resonates. You have the King of Swords under this 8 of Cups. Yeah, you've been in this intellectual stage. The moon. You've got anxiety and uncertainties of this it's like you're not wanting to give up this, Aries, but you can't help that something's pulling you in this direction, and that's, you're being spiritually guided. It's got you out of your element, and you're trying to find the clarity and the wisdom in it with this Page of Swords. But they keep leading you to this 3 of Cups energy, which is all about more playfulness, all about more fun and emotion. And the Hierophant's here to help lead you and teach you how to get out of this Swords energy. Because when we live so much in our heads and neglect our heart, it does start to cause this 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords energy. It starts to block our heart chakra, and it will start to cause this confusion. And that's really the message I'm getting here for you, Aries, is you're really feeling out of your element, so to speak, because what you once juggled and loved and was driven to do and was born to do almost, is the energy I'm getting, is now causing you stress and confusion and anxiety. And there's something telling you, it's almost like I picture like little Jiminy Cricket from Pinocchio. It's almost like you got this little conscious being like, just walk away, go have fun, let loose. But there's fear in that, and the Chariot is coming full steam ahead for you, Aries. It is divinely guiding you and pushing you to this. I was saying here with this Eight of Cups and this King of Swords, it's like you're finding clarity. I'm gonna wait because I am getting messages for it, but I don't want to. I want to wait. I want to wait till we get your other card to make sure that I'm receiving that accurately. Then you have the Knight of Swords. You have got a lot of swords. It's gained that knowledge, that clear perspective, and taking action against this living in this Three of Swords energy. Ah, Aries, there's so many swords here. There's so much. There's so much. Oh, whoa, okay. Yeah. There's so much, you know, when I was reading about the new moon in Cancer, there's some, I can't remember, there's something that Aries, there's some Aries energy and they're doing something. And that's what brings that time to lead with your heart and not your head. And that's what Spirit and Angels just brought to me, because I was trying to identify what this energy was that I was trying to feel and how to try to explain it. And so this is going to be a very interesting new moon for you in energy, Aries. Let me say that. Because you are a fire sign, and so you have emotions. It's not that you're emotionless. But it's really this energy that's coming is really going to try to take that logical, analytical energy that you carry for certain aspects of your life out of the equation and bring in more clarity when it comes to your emotional side, okay? Because you have here the Hierophant, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is all about commitment, happiness, celebrating. And it's got a lot of the same energy as the Three of Cups. And so it's funny because you've got so many swords, and you are being very divinely guided and led, and there will be victory within this. But I'm just going to pre-warn you right now, Aries, if you're not feeling it already, this is going to be some uncharted territory for you. especially if you don't have a lot of water in your chart. And this reading definitely is for someone that does not have a lot of water in their chart, with all these swords. And so you're going to okay, Spirit and Angels just the energy that you're going to start feeling, and it's going to be stirring up within you and around you, Aries, is it's not going to be the same way difficult. Like, I don't want to scare you and have you be then more anxiety. But the more you can allow, like, surrender and allow the flow of it, you know, let it go, let it flow, the easier it will be. And the more beneficial it will be. The harder you try to keep that control and not change, the harder it's going to be to process what's going on. And you have free will, Aries. So it's like the universe can't force you to start leading with your heart and not your head. It's just because that's going to be the energy that is coming out during this time, you're going to notice a lot more conflict within yourself. As in, why am I feeling like confused? Why am I feeling anxiety over this? Why am I having a harder time like sleeping or you know, doing the things that I normally do so well? Why is there more conflict within that? I mean, it's not like your whole world's just going to all of a sudden turn upside down. I mean, no. It's just this involves, this new moon in Cancer involves some Aries energy within it. So you being an Aries are going to notice a little more not difficulty, but difference within your energy than you normally do. So and with that being said, just like that, it's up to you how you handle it. But you know, the main goal is to help you find a better balance within that, and to find more emotional harmony and playfulness within the situations that are a bit more complex or have you more in your head. So it doesn't necessarily mean like your whole world, your whole life, but you know, if you're in a relationship that you tend to run more like a business, that might be where you find a little more of this struggle within yourself and the energy. And just know that you are protected with this Chariot here, and you are divinely guided. So it's nothing that is, you know, malicious or anything like that. It's all for your highest good. Yeah, and it's just saying your biggest advice during this, during these feelings and during this, is to look at your beliefs and, you know, what's going to bring you that, what kind of commitments, what's going to bring you that ultimate happiness and celebrating and being able to move in the direction of more happiness and playfulness. And then your other advice is this this King of Swords energy, which is finding clarity. What are you holding on to? What's really bringing you stability here? I mean, is it really the conflict within your head? Is it your material world that keeps you in this energy? I mean, are you really walking away from things that emotionally, are you getting too much in your head that you're constantly walking away emotionally because you feel like this is the right move for you type deal? So I think that's what I got for you in your tarot. I know it was kind of a little sporadic. I didn't really just go through because it's a little difficult to try to explain, and especially how it's read. And so that's probably the easiest way to explain it to you, Aries, is just to know what energies are coming up, like what signs the moon's in and that, and be aware of those energies and what you may be feeling, and knowing how to better navigate and process through them as you move forward. And I really feel like that's the message that angels and spirit are trying to help you with. It's not necessarily focusing on a certain situation. It's more of a heads up, 7-up, a heads up of what you might start to experience with these energies, so then you can identify them and help work through them from that point. So we're gonna go ahead and close off your reading with a spirit animal card. If this reading is resonating for you, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. It really helps me grow my channel, and I truly do appreciate all your love and support. I love being able to channel these messages to you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. With that being said, let's get your spirit animal to further support and guide you moving forward. All right. Spirit and angels did just want me, to, I guess you get 3. Say something about this Fool card. It's the Fool's here to ask you, do you want to take that leap of faith into a more emotionally loving, playful energy, or don't feel, and they're also saying, like, don't feel foolish for doing this, for taking a new leap of faith, for taking a new direction in your world, whatever that may be when it comes to these feelings. So anyways, you got 3 cards. You got the Owl, which is magic, the Cougar, which is assertive, and the Unicorn, which is infinite possibilities. Very nice. So you have the Owl. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So yeah, that's just going along with the saying, the deception that you possibly have on yourself, that in order to achieve what you're achieving, you have to leave emotions out of it. I mean, that's a form of deceiving yourself. So it's saying, to open up to that. And, you could even think in the past when you thought you opened up more emotionally, you've seen some different results that you weren't happy about, and it's saying, let it go. It's time to let the past go. We live in the present. And it is your birthright to be wealthy, to be happy, and to be loved. And I was telling Libras this, in their reading. We're all born with that. It's that free will that we're given to make our own choices and decisions, that within that free will, we take away that birthright by telling ourselves, you know, if I do this, I won't be wealthy. If I do this, I won't be loved. If I do this. So, you know, once you believe that it's your birthright again, so you may think, well, if I tap into my emotions too much and, you know, not always using my logic and my analytical side, I won't be wealthy. And it's like, no, that's what you tell yourself. That's your free will. So use your free will on, I can still have love, I can still be happy, and I can still be wealthy. And you will achieve it. Then you have the cougar, which is assertive. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. Which, that's total Aries. You do. And then you have the unicorn, infinite possibilities. You are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. And it's funny that it says here, abandon the darkness, because your reading is lots of dark. And I'm not saying you're living in darkness, but it's more like abandon that hard shell, abandon that always having to, like I said, be logical and analytical, and believe that magic and love does surround you. And both of these are talking about magic. There is magic happening around for you, Aries. And this energy that is going to come up is only for your highest good and to help you achieve everything that is yours. It's like there's definitely that love and playfulness that is lacking within this reading. And I'm not saying you're not happy or loved, but on a deeper sense, I think that you hold back a bit in order to achieve the things that you want, and you have made amazing achievements, but now it's like spirit and angels want to see that more cheerful, that more happy side of you, that more playful side of you, and that's what they're encouraging during this time. So anyways, I hope that this helps you, Aries, moving forward. And I thank you once again for watching, and the best of luck. And until next time, my beautiful Aries, I send you peace, love, and light.